What you are about to experience is your first onboarding process. We will guide you through the behind the scenes of Selina.
I hate this shit. It's funny because this is what we do for a living. Like, all I do is tell this stupid story, but not on camera. The interesting thing about this company to me is that it captures everything I've done in my life and carries it forward into the next generation. And what I mean by that is it's about hotels, it's about lifestyle, it's about sex appeal, it's about community. And Selina really takes all of those concepts and builds a new hospitality concept for the millennial traveler.
First of all, I like to travel. My passion is surfing. I surf, I was in all Latin America, Europe, Hawaii. This is my passion.
I crossed 14 countries by bike. I think that traveling the world with bicycle and living in a community for 14 years, those two things have a huge impact on my personality. And I think my passion in business and my passion in the entrepreneurship side.
I think that between me and Rafi, we are totally different type of persons. There is a lot of understanding, and we are very, very, very good friends.
Me and Daniel's passion about hospitality, how we like to travel, what experience we like to have when we are going into different destinations. It was different than what the market offer. We realized that the concept we create is already a global experience because we're connecting between the guest and the tourist and the local community. We just naturally create something very natural and very organic, and people just feel comfortable.
You're there for the experience, you're there to meet people, you're there to experience the world and the places around you. So when our customers come to us, yes, they have a bed, yes, they have great, healthy food, but we're creating a playground for them. We're creating a place for them to meet people. We're creating a place for them to interact socially, professionally. They can work there, they can play there, they can spend one night or 1 year there. That level of a holistic experience from every aspect of your life, that's what Selina is ultimately about. And it's ultimately capturing that traveler that previously had just looked for a place to stay at a certain price point. Right now, we're capturing a traveler who is looking to experience the world through us, and we're going to give them that portal.
Well, Kibbutz it's 100% community from A to Z, which means there's everybody's sharing. It's very, very, very similar to what we're doing in Selina.
Me and Rafi met in the army. We created Dekel together in 2005. We start doing real estate. This is what we start to do. We went to a small village town in Panama. It's called Pedasi. We decided to start a building project and creating value in the area. And before we even put one block on the properties, by coincidence, we didn't plan it, we start to develop a lot of town. So we opened the first coffee shop. We brought the first cappuccino machine to a fishing town. And then we opened a small restaurant with a chef. Then we opened a small boutique hotel. And then we opened a wine bar. And then we opened a bakery. And then we opened a tourist information. And suddenly we create, from a small fishing town with no tourists, we create a destination.
We always put a lot of energy into the community, and through the community we create the value of the real estate or the value of the neighborhood. So we're more social, cultural, oriented people than actual real estate people. Selina born in Pedasi, Selina born in Panama, it's born in the Pacific Coast, and it's very important. Even though Selina go global, and Selina now going to Asia, going to Europe, going to the US, there is a small fisherman village in Panama where the idea and the concept really born. And yes, we're really, really proud of it.
I didn't spoke even one word in Spanish, and I needed to build a team and basically to create the first Selina. We have done that in 3 months, and basically what I've done is to look for anything that we can recycle, all the way from old cars and parts of furniture, old wood, old tiles. Right after that, we've opened our second project in Boca del Toro. And when we opened the hostel, I think that all of us back then realized that we can do this. We can do this plan that we have, this fantasy plan on opening 20, 30, 40 locations per year. It all depends on how good your company will be organized, managed, synced, which is what we're working on today, these days, and in the last year.
It's important for us to bring the Latin colors, the Latin flavors, the Latin happiness to the world.
We are taking a number of different hospitality concepts and we're bringing them together in a very unique and original way.
We have great food and beverage, we have events, we've got co-working in all of our facilities, we've got wellness and education. We have a Selina Gives Back program that gives back to the community. We have a technology platform that allows all of our customers to connect with us and to connect with each other. In doing all those things, we're creating a platform that really captures both weekend travelers and digital nomads that are traveling the planet for months or years at a time. We're the home for all of them. That concept doesn't exist on the planet, we're the first ones to do it.
In general, when we go into a new country, we look for partners at the country level. So we look for local, strong people that understand the Selina brand, understand the execution, understand our operation, and can help us finance our expansion into that country. So we have a budget for if we're going to Peru and we are going to do 6 locations, it's going to cost us, $6 million. So that's our budget, and we look for financing from partners, from a local Peruvian family or local Peruvian bank or a local Peruvian private equity group to say, okay, I will finance that.
Dekel is mainly focusing in the hardware, and Selina actually brought us this taste of this software. We know how to make it cool for us, for our crowd, that we believe there is a lot of kind of people.
We bring in investors who have appetite to buy the real estate, own the real estate, and lease it back to Selina. So Selina always will remain what we call asset light. We don't own any real estate, we just operate and we lease for long term.
As we go and we develop new products, we need to develop the standards for those products. And that's something that we put as a high priority in order to have the products running smoothly in the future.
The challenges that brings for us is not only finding all of the people for each of those individual locations, but also putting in place a management structure that enables us to run an expanding business.
We create the wow factor, so we try to investigate what people want, what people expect, so we try to deliver it.
We start with a country level analysis to understand the best fits for Selina, then we go to the city level, and then we go super deep, like street, neighborhood, which cities inside Mexico, in which neighborhood, what to do there, what's the competition, what's going on. And we have a huge community of travelers also, around today 300 people, and still growing, also sending information for us for like 6 months, 3 months, understand all the way they do, where they're coming from, where they go, why they choose this city, why they choose this hostel or this hotel, what they're missing there, and to really understand how to be the best Selina in each place and help Selina to be the place to be.
At the moment that I received this final document from the market research and business development, my role is basically spread this to my hunters, brokers, and all the team, all the contacts, through contracts, through partners, and investors that we had in the past. We're putting all the effort to find the right asset.
We are trying to hunt and find old hotels that are either located in a prime location or nearby what can become a prime location, or in an isolated location that we want to develop by ourselves.
Let's say we have 10 properties in Mexico City. We take the 3 best of them in terms of economic size, location, layout, timeline, condition of the construction, what will be the investment, economic for the operation.
When we receive all the information from the real estate department, we start creating the as-built and also the first design of the project of East Selina. We combine all these ideas from all the different departments like F&B, interior design, and the other departments, and we show all these amazing ideas in one floor plan. We create also elevation and different 3D modeling and different design to make the best Selina ever.
Every time we go into a new country, we establish communications and engage with the best local law firm in that country to make sure that we have someone there to take care of all of our legal needs. We engage with the law firm, we start working with them towards creating the entity that would be the base of our company in that country.
They're checking all the infrastructure, the structure, all the status of the building, what can be done, what is the rules, regard what is all the regulation, regard all the different institutions. Sometimes it's patrimonio, it's a historical building, sometimes it's only municipio.
The development department starts working since we actually get the keys for the property, and leading all the process of the conceptual, construction, building, interior design, product design, until we accomplish the final product and following it to the operations.
What do? Creative does a little bit of everything, which is part of my attraction to it. But we in the creative team basically are measuring everything from what's desirable, what's feasible, and what's actually viable for us to build for Selina. We are working hand in hand with our interior designers per location on making sure that we not only culturally connect with the location, the country, the town that we're in, and the customers we're essentially providing for, but we're basically working hand in hand with them to really get into finding out what is going on around us in order to really elevate our design into being attractive to locals, which is always an interesting point.
We are creating workshops in every location. In this workshop you have a manager that is running the daily schedule of the workshop, and a bunch of talented builders and artists that are working in the workshop and creating all of the creative team, furniture, lighting fixtures, decoration elements that we're doing, and more.
And from day one, basically we have about 30 to 90 days, depending on the size of a project, to execute everything that we've decided that we're going to make within our workshop. So the second we arrive on a site, we build a project team.
So our biggest challenges is to design the best new thing, the best new location that from one side will be easier to operate for our team, and from the other side will be the best new experience that our guests can have.
The design model of Selina is keep on changing every day, and it's probably not going to stop because it's a part of the idea of Selina. We want to design every Selina to look different, but we want to do it in a way that you don't need to see a Selina sign at the entrance in order for you to understand that you arrived to a Selina.
Welcome to Selina.
And welcome to Selina.
Last time.
I want to welcome you to the ecosystem that enables nomads from around the world to live their lifestyle.
And that means that it's an experience that it's always evolving, because as ecosystems they evolve. So what we're trying to do is give our target, give the nomads in the world, the people that's traveling, all the amenities that they need to have a greater experience, from accommodation to healthy food, to activities, to co-work, to surf, to whatever it is that they're going to need. The idea is that we can evolve as a brand with them.
You know that Selina has its own personality. She happens to be a traveler, an extroverted and creative one who sees every single one as a cosmic whole. Don't forget that.
We have, so we produce materials and content for investors, for our potential target that's living abroad, to our current target and people who stay in locations. And we try to, for everyone, also of course for employees, for staff, for you. And what we're trying to do is for everyone to have a common language and to have a common identity, from the brand to communications to partnerships, creating everything that's needed for Selina to be known worldwide.
Wellness, community, imagination, freedom, authenticity, and simplicity. Wellness, community, imagination. Okay.
Our goal is to make sure that we're bringing the most seamless interaction to our operation, creating unique experiences for our guests, and making sure this entire company is data-driven and make decisions by our facts and not assumptions. Dealing with all the corporate applications, on-site IT, and our magical digital projects are going to be introduced to the entire world, launching our app, website, and some secret projects that we can't really tell you.
We want to take the hospitality experience to the new level. Build a hotel for people like us. And what does that look like? It looks like connected access. Let's just say you walk into your door with just your phone in your hand and that's your key.
Playground is what makes Selina different. Playground are the place that the main common area where all the Selina guests and visitors are coming to hang out together, to meet, to enjoy, to have fun, to party, to eat, to drink, everything in this main common area.
Everything related to the experience our guests are experiencing from check-in all the way until checkout. Everything related to music, events, activity, wellness, workshop, markets, bazaar, everything that we can find in order to enrich our guest experience.
Our job is to empower the guest journey supervisors in each location, so then they, throughout knowing the specific context where the location is.
So we started developing tours. After that we started getting into rentals, which is basically buying different products such as bicycles, skateboards, cameras, and renting them out for the use of our guests. Then we started getting into transportation as well. After that, we identified a great opportunity for surf, as we're in so many awesome beach locations. So we developed a surf camp, 6 surf camps in Costa Rica and Panama so far. Then we start to get into retail as well. We are in some way the operational business development unit of the company. We try and identify as many opportunities as we can to better the guest experience.
Selina Farm was developed from the idea, from the understanding that we are going to be spread in many places, that we don't always going to get our fresh and high quality vegetables and greens. It's definitely part of the DNA.
We really care about our local communities. We really care about impact. We believe everybody in Selina should have an active role in impacting our local communities and welcoming them just like they welcome us.
We have community supervisors on every location that design activities in the areas of education, arts and culture, environment and entrepreneurship, so that our staff can donate their 4 hours of community work during that month, and also that guests can participate in these activities. So we invite you to join Selina Gives Back activities whenever you are at a Selina location. Thank you and welcome.
There is a new movement happening. It's a huge shift in the workforce, and it's a movement called digital nomads. Basically, people don't want to work in an office from 9 to 5. They don't want to be stuck in a city, and they're traveling the world, and it's really exciting, and people are getting really excited about it. We're building a community around digital nomads, around local entrepreneurs, startups, freelancers, artists, musicians, pretty much anyone who wants to join this social and professional movement. You know, by collaborating with local artists, we've got a great sense of music and flair and culture and food. With this heightened work experience, something might be like, we have a masseuse come in and offer free massages to people while they're sitting at their desks. We do desk meditation sessions, yoga sessions, events, parties, talks, workshops, things like that.
So basically what we do in the Department of Special Projects is to see operations as a whole and to create new projects to improve either efficiency, customer experience, or just generate more revenue in locations. So basically if you see us as an internal consultant that is dedicated to innovate in the processes we do in operations.
And finally, I want to mention the 4 pillars of the brand. The first one is caregiving. The second one is community. The third one is everywhere-ness. And the final one is creativity. I'm sure that you will notice them once you're here in Selina and once you visit the locations. But trust me, this is exactly what we are delivering with Selina every single day.
gonna have a huge gap, grow, jump from the day we started with all this aspect until today where we are standing today.
Our goal at the end of the day is to have 4 regions around the world: Latin America, North America, Europe, and Asia. To have at least 125 properties in each location, in each market, and to really provide, again, to our customers a system across the planet, from jungle locations to beach locations to city locations, where they can travel, they can work, they can meet people. Wherever they go, they know they're getting the same experience, the same type of experience, but in a new environment every time.
Selina is really all about the creation of and the delivery of an experience and a dream.
The best atmosphere, the best vibes, the best people to be surrounded, so they can learn, they can hang out, they can have all the experiences.
This is a global vision, and I don't think we yet know how big we're going to be, because the Selina brand is not just a hotel, it is a lifestyle, it's an experience, it's a worldview, and we'll conquer the world in the process.
We are creating the new generation of hospitality staff, and now you have joined this beautiful family, because we believe all of our talent is very unique and everybody in this company is a rock star at what they do. It's people that just want to do different things because they care about growing, they care about learning. We like people that are entrepreneurial, creative.
We have a generation that appreciates simplicity, but in the most honest way, and that's the message. Again, we're just listen to the crowd, listen to the guests, understand them, and make their experience bigger. Again, it's all about experience. It's all about the extra small things that we're going to do for them. We will not be able to deliver that without people that understand people.
When I got involved, it was 50 people, 2 locations, and now we hit our 600 people this week.
Our main asset in Selina is our people that working in Selina, not the materials that we are actually working with.
We have our recruiting team made up of our recruiting Jedis who are amazing at finding you and convincing you to join our family. We have our HR generalists, which are our relationship managers. They will take care of all of you from the day you're hired and you come in through onboarding, all the way until the day you move on to a new role, you get a different location, or you leave.
We have different trainings. The pre-opening training, so this one happens before every location is going to open. We have ongoing trainings, so we send people to your locations to train you in different skills. We have managers training. All the managers gathering before they open their locations, gather here in Panama, and of course, focusing in the onboarding, making sure that you have the best experience since the moment where you receive your offer letter. We also focus in the internship program. We bring diverse talent from all the different universities of hospitality and different backgrounds, so they can become part of the headcount of our locations. At least 25% of our staff, we want them to be interns.
Interns in the future become our future managers. The fact that they're coming to Selina from Chile, from Egypt, from England, from Holland, Selina going to open in all those locations new venues. And the fact that we build relationships with them, they're going back to the university or they're going back to their families, and 6 months after Selina opened a new location there, the first person to pick up the phone is the people we already know and they experience with us, and they say, hey, hello, we're opening Selina there. And it's amazing to see how people are excited about it. So it's a huge opportunity for them to build a career, even though they're just coming for 3 to 6 months.
Take the time to really get to know people, because what I think is more interesting about Selina is that you have a lot of histories here and really cool people that can really make you grow as a professional and as a person.
And communicate with the guests, because they're wonderful people and they know what's going to be good for us, and their feedbacks are, pure gold for us. You do it because you love it. You do it from the heart. It's 365 days a year, 24/7. There is always something coming up, and there is always challenges that we need to deal with.
I feel more than happy and thankful to know that we have the platform, not just literally now, but at least once a week to speak about this so people won't forget how and where we started.
Selina is a place that will give you the opportunity to grow. It is a place where you will learn to challenge yourself.
They share together one vision and one culture of Selina, and they help each other and they support each other. So it's like a family.
There's no stupid questions. All right, we know that it could be a little overwhelming to come on board to a big company like this, but it's honestly simple, and our goal is to give you the simple tools to make your lives easier, and at the end of the day, give the best experience to our guests.
In any case, you feel like you need something to be reviewed by the legal department, of course you can contact us, and we'll take care of it.
We're very excited to have you join the company. We are looking forward to seeing you in the different locations.
I invite you to ask yourself, what brought you into Selina? Why are you here with us? And you will find out that all the stories are magical, and that there is a reason behind all of us being part of the Selina family. So I invite you to give your best, to really expand your knowledge, share what you know, share your talent with us, to make sure that no matter how many Selinas we opened, our DNA will be always the same, having amazing people in incredible locations. Algo así.
Welcome to Selina.
Welcome to Selina! Welcome to Selina!
Welcome to Selina!
Welcome to Selina.
Welcome to Selina. Ok, tú lo vas a cortar, ¿no?
Welcome to Selina.
Salinify.
Let's all on the one tequila.
Welcome to Selina.
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 And welcome to Selina. Repeat.
Welcome to Selina.
Welcome to Selina.
Vamos bien.
Talk about journey, you think about traveling, you think about tripping, you think about enjoying yourself. Me, myself, a humble DJ that provides you with music and a little bit of sound stimulation whenever you need. That sounded so good.
No, but it's good.
Sound stimulation? Are you offering drugs to our new employees?
Yeah, tripping, we won't use it.
Yeah,
We'll edit that for sure.
To diversify our revenue streams.
Fuck you.
But I'm not sweating.
Yeah, but
It's shining?
camera is shining.
Alright.
Thank you.
Now it's better? So I'll start over from the beginning if I'm all oily and...